In the Republican presidential race, former Vice President Mike Pence dropped out over the weekend, saying he has, quote, no regrets, though one imagines disappointments. Pence struggled in the crowded GOP field, and former President Donald Trump, well, he still leads the race while he fights his courtroom battles. Robert Costa is in Washington with more on Pence's withdrawal. Bob, good morning. This one surprised me.
Good morning, Tony. A little bit surprising. And months ago, I was in Iowa and spoke with the former vice president on the day he announced he was upbeat and hopeful his conservative message could break through. But months later, it became evident that many Republican voters just would not give him a hearing, especially those Trump supporters who can't forgive Pence for his role in certifying the 2020 election.
After much prayer and deliberation, I have decided to suspend my campaign for president effective today.
Former Vice President Mike Pence suspended his campaign this past weekend in a speech in Las Vegas.
This is not my time.
With a nod to how hard it has been to gain traction in a primary race so dominated by his one-time ally, former President Donald Trump.
We always knew this would be an uphill battle, but I have no regrets. The only thing that would have been harder than coming up short would have been if we'd never tried at all.
Pence's decision might be the beginning of a shakeup of the Republican presidential contest, potentially prompting others to assess their own campaigns and whether they should follow suit and consider rallying around a Trump alternative.
Look, I think in the end, it just means this race is narrowing, which everyone said that it would.
But Trump rivals like former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie are in no rush to leave or to push others out.
It's not my place to tell people when to get out.
Sources close to Pence say he is unlikely to quickly make an endorsement.
Everybody that leaves seems to be endorsing me.
But Trump called on Pence to endorse him, despite having pressured Pence relentlessly to overturn the 2020 election results.
He should endorse me. I chose him, made him vice president, but people in politics can be very disloyal.
Bob, we've got a new Des Moines Register poll showing that former President Trump is still leading the pack there in Iowa and by a wide margin. However, and this is interesting, Nikki Haley now tied with Governor Ron DeSantis with 16% each. The poll also shows that 65% of Republican caucus goers there in Iowa say Trump can beat Biden despite the legal challenges he is facing, 91 felony counts. So what do these numbers tell you about the race?
Clearly, this is now a race for second place in Iowa, with Haley continuing to gain support, not only there, but from major donors across the country who see her as a viable Trump alternative who could take on President Biden on foreign policy. But now with Pence out, can she land his endorsement? And can she weather Governor DeSantis' mounting attacks? At this point, still a long way to go. And in politics, Tony, a few months can be a lifetime.
All right, Bob, you're right about that. Thank you very much.